Alright.
Hello.
Hello. We are back with our IDM panel, Interactive Digital Media. We are here with Maux and Symphony XR. I'm being joined by Aller Moore, UX UI designer, Jackie. I don't want to try to pronounce it. Who is the developer. I'm also joined by Christian Mayo of Symphony XR, who is their design lead, as well as Doyle Castle Day. What? Day. Yeah. Okay, and they're coding boy?
Yep.
Coding boy? All right.
Yep.
Nice. So let's get to know your project a little bit. Can you guys talk about your project?
So we're building an interactive pop-up art exhibit showcasing 2 minority artists from the Philadelphia area. Our exhibit will involve some experimental technology and interactions, as well as just basic museum designs and layouts like that. And it's meant to just showcase these 2 artists who are missing or underrepresented in the Philadelphia community.
And we are Symphony XR. We are a joint production with the Curtis School of Music to augment a live performance with the HoloLens. We are scheduled to perform in May, and we are currently here to test our scenes. And I am of the art half, and my friend Day is of the code half right here.
All right, cool. So let's get into the nitty-gritty about each project. You talked about the 2 different artists that are underrepresented and how your exhibit is about it. What was the inspiration by focusing on these 2 artists?
So originally when we started this project, we wanted to focus on immigration in general in Philadelphia. And then we realized that was way too broad of a topic. So we got in touch with one of the professors at Drexel named Rashida, actually, and she has worked closely with these 2 artists, Linda Sherman and Ange Braggs, and thought we should reach out to them and find out more about their stories. And we did, and we thought they both had really interesting stories, and decided to work closely with them and just build our interactions around their stories.
Cool. And then same goes for you. Your guys is an orchestra set with a kind of a visual story through AR. Can you talk to us about the inspiration behind the story and the project itself?
Absolutely. So the event was originally born out of a request that our client, Greg Sharrow, put forth to Drexel. That was back in June. We wound up contacting him through August, and then through a bunch of back and forth meetings, we came to learn that the project involved the HoloLens, that involved trying to augment a live performance, along with what kind of performance that was. In this case, it was an organ piece, and it was meant to be something very abstract, something we learned in time. And as we kept going back and forth, we realized, you know what? We can take this on. This would definitely be something very interesting to explore. And there was a lot of enthusiasm starting out about this, and we were just very curious to see how far we can push it, even knowing that we would have to scale back a bunch. We were well aware that we could still do something very special with this, and we were very optimistic about that.
Cool. So both of you have very drastically different projects. What do you guys think makes your project interesting compared to the other, or just in general? Go first.
So I would say the most interesting part of our project is the interactions. We're working with a lot of different technologies that we've kind of pushed past what's usually done with them. We have a multi-touch screen working for a gallery to showcase background information. We have NFC chips working with a loom to get the visitors to do the physical weaving process that Len does. We have a projection using gesture in order to control and interact with videos. And then we have a coming together where everyone gets to kind of put their personal mark on the exhibit and add to this energy projection just to see how every individual person can become something larger.
And then,
so not only is it a multimedia project that involves both visuals and a live performance, it's also uses this cutting-edge technology that is a HoloLens, which is augmented reality. And I would even consider it bleeding edge because sometimes it just doesn't work the way we expect it. So we're kind of just like pushing forward in this HoloLens development frontier.
And I apologize, this is a very busy area. This is not actually going to, hopefully this won't be picked up, but it's picking up what's important, so that's good. What is the biggest challenge in development?
I would say the biggest challenge for our development is kind of coming in this term where we're getting to the point where what we're doing hasn't really been done before. So, you run into a bug, something's not working the way you expect, And when you go to look up an answer on Google or try and Stack Overflow for an answer, there's just none there. You kind of have to piece together things that other people have done and really get to understand what's going wrong, what's happening, and how to fix it. And I think that has been our biggest challenge, is just debugging and trial and error, learning on our own how to do this.
Yeah, I would say we have very similar issues. There's so many moving pieces. We have Unity, we have Microsoft's APIs, and anytime one gets updated, the other one's outdated, and they just are constantly trying to keep up with each other, and they really are doing a bad job of it. I love you, Microsoft.
Yeah, if I may add to that, even with decent documentation, there have been a lot of minute issues that have come back to haunt us and have caught a lot of severe breakages. So tech has been a very big issue. The other big issue has been pipelines, part ways because we were starting out with a very vague idea of what this performance was going to look like. We weren't going to get something concrete until the middle of November. So while most other teams had a more solid idea of what their story looked like, we had to go with a more vague platform. And then additionally, considering the technology, there were some things that we thought we would have more time to resolve that had to be adjusted right away versus other aspects that we thought we could take care of in one sitting that wound up taking months to take care of. So it's been a very peculiar process in that way.
So now the exact opposite. What's been your favorite part or the best part about the production this far?
Well, I'm speaking from the UI/UX design side, but for me, we've been able to do a lot of usability testing for our exhibit and just the interactions in general. And I've never actually been able to test interactions like this before or test an exhibit experience. So it's been really interesting getting to hold in so many different people and share these stories with artists and get their perspective on how they use these different technologies.
And from the dev side, it's kind of the same that we've been running to the biggest problem. Is our skill sets now are so much stronger and broader because we've had to do all this debugging, and it's really been a great experience, especially for me because I do want to do development in the future where I've been handed these problems that there really are no answers, and I've been able to solve them. So that's been really great as an experience for the team.
So, considering the unique technological challenges we just mentioned, one of the best parts about this process has been seeing how our assets look, seeing how the code works, effectively seeing how all this stuff comes together once we get past the hurdles we can face. And it's been very interesting to just see all our stuff on the hall and all these assets moving around. And we see that super cool.
Yeah, plus just being able to use the HoloLens, it's like really amazing to be able to freely walk around a room and see holograms just everywhere, and then you hand it off to somebody else and they see the exact same thing as you, and you can't see it in the moment, but you know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah. Also on that note, I'd like to add that we're very excited to see how this is going to sync up with the music, how it's going to gel to performance. Multiple times I've had my teammates say after we got to see Curtis, after we got to see the organ play, I'm hyped, or I'm super excited. So like, there's been a lot of enthusiasm about seeing this translate to this performance in May.
All right. Good answers. So this project ends in about 3 months, where we display everything before our peers, professors. You guys have to do a concert before that.
Yeah.
What does the future look like for both teams and your projects?
So right now the future for us is this date, June 11th. We have our exhibit on that day. That's what we're all moving up to. And from there, it's really just you get to reap the benefits of what we've done. We're going to get to see all of these interactions and all of this information displayed in the posting gallery right here. And just really get to see all this work we've put in come to life. So that's really the future for us. And then after that, it's just going into the real world and using this experience to hopefully get a job and move forward.
So we've discussed our project as being a prototype of a prototype because what we're trying to do is show the viability of using a HoloLens for this approach and how it can take in live audio in order to spontaneously generate content. And our ultimate goal is to see if this project can serve as the basis for future projects. That's certainly what our client's ambition has been. For us personally, we hope that getting this experience with AR, VR will grant us all further insight into actually being able to work on this stuff in the future. So we certainly hope to carry this work forward in at least some different contexts, even if that remains a little murky at time being.
Yeah, you pretty much covered it.
That's all my questions. Thank you guys for joining on this spot panel for most of you guys. I hope you had fun. We'll be back later at 2 p.m. with a walkthrough for our first section of Tech Spec. Please join us then, and until then, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.